Gal.
Yes.
You're Wonder Woman. How the heck did that happen?
I have no idea. It just did.
Shall we?
It's a mixture of luck and an amazing opportunity that came my way, and I was just ready to go for it.
Because you've told me the crazy story about how you didn't realize you were auditioning for it.
I was asked to do this secret audition for Warner Brothers, and so I did. And I met with Zack Snyder, and I didn't know what it was for, what movie it was for, who's the character. I didn't know anything.
Zack had that kind of unusual technique of bringing you in for a chemistry test with Ben, but you didn't know who you might play.
No, by the time that I did the chemistry test with Ben, I already knew what it was for.
Because that would be cruel.
That would be cruel.
Yeah.
That would be not fair. Finally, I got to speak to Zack Snyder, and he said, well, I don't know if you have this character in Israel, and if so, how big she is, but did you ever hear about Wonder Woman? And then I was overwhelmed, tried to pull off my coolest voice, and I said, Wonder Woman? Oh, yeah, I know Wonder Woman. Okay, I'll come. I'll see you there.
And you, I believe this is right, actually were part of a Wonder Woman photo shoot, or a themed photo shoot, like 6 years ago.
Like 8 years ago.
What are the chances that...
What? I know. The universe is crazy. I'm telling you. But I truly believe that everything happens for a reason. And this is not just a coincidence. Because I was supposed to shoot Men from U.N.C.L.E. with Henry. It didn't work out. If I did, I wouldn't be Wonder Woman because they've seen me with Henry. I was supposed to do Runner with Ben. It didn't work. Like so many, they wanted me for the villain for Men of Steel. I got pregnant, couldn't do it. Like so many things had happened to make sure that this will, and I'm just saying, whatever happens.
Happens.
Yeah.
And I suppose, in terms of chemistry tests, the shoe was on the other foot with Chris Pine for the actual Wonder Woman movie.
Yeah.
Was it nice to be the person that they had to come to, and you had to be like, all right?
I'll tell you, we did a bunch of camera tests. The guys were really, really good, but none of them was the perfect fit. Mm-hmm. And I think that once they brought Chris, it was somehow very clear to everyone that he's the guy. Because it's a very tricky role for a guy to be the quote-unquote sidekick to the strong woman, which he's not. But when you read it off the page, it can easily read as if it is.
You're a man.
Yeah. I mean, do I not look like one?
And I think that Chris played a very strong, solid, independent, very even to Diana. And he did a fantastic job. I love Chris.
Your blooper reel for that movie is one of my favorite blooper reels ever.
Really? There have been so many. Like, I wanted to do more.
I just got the impression you had the best time.
We did.
You do that thing which I wish I could do, where you can wipe away the smile, where you go...
I don't know.
Yeah. I can't do it in real life. When I work, I can. It's weird. But then I break out again. It's like, it's a thing. We were laughing so much. Chris used to call me Giggle Gadot. We were just enjoying ourselves. Everyone that were on set. I mean, with David Thewlis and Danny Houston and Robin Wright and everyone. We just really, really enjoyed working with the most phenomenal Patty Jenkins.
Okay. That's what I thought. Okay, good.
Going back to when you knew the role was yours, what did you do to celebrate when you knew you were playing Wonder Woman?
When I was just told I was Wonder Woman. I was traveling from Tel Aviv to LA for a job, and when I landed in LA, that's when I got the call, and they told me that I got the job. So I went to the hotel, and I'm by myself. My husband's in Israel, my family's everyone are in Israel. And I remember just laying down in bed, like staring at the ceiling, thinking to myself, this is so wrong. I should be out celebrating my head off, but I was very responsible, and I went to bed early so I could work the next day. But I'm gonna celebrate this my entire life. This is such a,
For sure.
you know, it's such a big part of my life that it's always here.
Who would you say, having shot this movie, has the most uncomfortable costume in the Justice League?
It would be either Ben or Jason. They have the heaviest ones.
Just like a bat. I dig it.
Because you and I have talked before about how cold it was shooting the World War I scenes.
Extremely cold. Really cold. Think cold, colder than what you think. It was really, really cold. And I told myself, Wonder Woman can't be cold. And I stopped being cold and I was just performing. But Justice League was shot during the summer in London and mostly on stage. So I was quite warm.
You were.
Finally, I was happy with my costume. I wasn't cold. I was great. The guys suffered from heat. They were dropping. They were so sweaty, and they actually had cooling suits underneath their suit. So every cut, I used to call it the tail, because someone would come with a tube that's connected to an AC device or whatever to put it in their lower back. So it looked like they had a tail, and both of them were so, you know, distressed and hot and warm. So I would say either Jason or Ben, probably Ben, because he has the mask as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like...
It's not easy.
Yeah.
It looks easy. It's not easy. Now, the other incarnations of Wonder Woman have had a few distinct quirks that you haven't had to do. For example, when you're turning into Wonder Woman, you don't have to do a ballerina twirl.
Right.
Was that part of the deal when you took the job? You said, I'll do it, but I don't
no
want...
twirl.
I will not spin around.
Linda Carter's Wonder Woman was amazing. When I got the part, I decided I'm not gonna step into her shoes because it's too big.
Yeah.
And she's still it. She's still Wonder Woman,
Sure.
Linda. We gave a little gesture from the Wonder Woman twirl when I do my reveal, and I go and then I give a half a turn.
No, but it's what I'm going to do.
But we didn't want to make it
Yeah.
like a dance.
Or put roller skates on or any of that stuff.
You're not gonna believe this, but there's some broad on a skateboard coming after us.
Yeah, it's less,
Less like that.
yeah.
What have been your favorite on-screen Wonder Woman moments so far?
No Man's Land, when she discovered her strength. The boat scene,
Oh, yes.
when you just see that they start to fall in love.
Does the average man not sleep?
No, it's the second.
They come from such different places.
Yes, we sleep. We just don't sleep with,
You don't sleep with women.
No, I mean, I do sleep with I sleep with...
And her oblivious about everything.
Yes, I do.
The watch, what's that?
It's a, it's a watch.
When he's on the thing and I'm like, you let this little thing tell you what to do. The dance.
All right, so give me your hand, like so. I'm gonna put my arm around you like so. And we just, what did you call it, sway? We just sway.
There's been so many. It's been a really fun project to shoot.
Did you see people online trying to understand how you could have had the sword in the back of your dress? They were trying to do like the maths.
Yeah.
How physically could she walk?
But you can't explain everything, right? She's Wonder Woman. She figured it out.
I think the answer, she's Wonder Woman, is a good answer to
Yeah.
all of those questions.
She's Wonder Woman.
She's Wonder Woman. I saw these great photographs of when you were being fitted for the shoes, the boots. You had to,
Right.
you had to put your feet
Right,
into,
cast, to get the cast.
and then your face as well.
Everything, my entire body is somewhere super weird.
I thought I was acting. No.
Thorough of them.
Yeah. And the blue boots, just like they're... I mean, it's slightly insane. Is it odd looking back and thinking that your first ever film credit was on Fast and the Furious 4?
Something interests you about this car?
Because that's an amazing thing.
Just admiring the bodywork.
Are you one of those boys who prefers cars to women?
No, it is. I was very lucky, I'm telling you. And I never planned on being an actress. It's like, I'm telling you, the universe grabbed me and just plunked me out of my comfort zone.
I thought it was a crying shame when they got rid of you. But then again, it allowed this to happen.
Yeah,
It's all connected.
telling you.
And when fans see you in the streets, are they quoting Wonder Woman lines at you? What do they say?
I get a lot of bushes.
We call it bushes.
Yeah,
Oh, is that
we
what-
call it the bush.
That's
so,
the bush.
Bushes. It's funny to say the bush. I
course.
love Wonder Woman's bush. It's weird, I know, but it is what it is.
I love that you also have an emoji already for it.
I know, it's awesome.
Not people just shouting, Wonder Woman!
That happens too, and I had a girl, she was 4, and I went to a gelato place to get ice cream, and she went, Diana, Diana.
Diana, Princess of the Mist.
Prince, Diana Prince.
She was like so hooked. She was going through something. Diana, Diana. No, it's amazing. It's amazing, and I couldn't be more grateful for the way that this movie was received by everyone. We expect the movie to be good because Patty told me this: everything that you do, you should aspire to make it a masterpiece. And when we were working on Wonder Woman, that was our goal.
Sure.
So we knew that the movie's gonna be good, solid, but we didn't expect the reaction and the feedback and the effect
You just
to
connected.
be so strong, and the ripple effect of it. It's just been amazing.
And this Halloween, you were everywhere. Everywhere. Wonder Woman was up and down every street. People really make a humongous effort. Does that fill your heart with joy, seeing how you've affected people like that?
Yes, it does. How we brought back this amazing character who's been around for decades
Yeah.
and kind of had forgotten. Yeah, it's incredible.
And what mementos have you kept, like little souvenirs have you kept from the few movies you've been in so far?
Wow, plenty. I always keep the back of my chair. I have the sword that I trained with. I have that one.
But there's not like a lasso hanging up in your office somewhere?
Nah.
No, that'd be a bit odd.
They're not that generous.
And finally, what would you like to see in the Wonder Woman sequel?
The great thing about it is that we just now discovered this character, and now we understand who she is,
She with you?
I thought she was with you.
how and why she became who she is, and there's so many things to explore, and I'm really, really excited and looking forward to start working on Wonder Woman 2.
Thank you so much, Cal.
Thank you, it's been a
Really
pleasure.
pleasure.